Okay, we can go about this two different ways. One way is just listen to everything you've been told and discount whatever you're about to see, because if you're watching this and you keep watching this, that means that you were looking for this. The other way is to just kind of sit back and look at this filth of what I've been educating myself with, because I'm interested in language, right? And Braille. Okay, these just look like crap, right? Like, what is this? Okay, to me, a language is a language is a language. And it's just about communication, right? I made these because I wanted to have a better understanding of this particular coded language called Braille. And just long story short, if you know A through J of Braille, then that's about almost everything you need to know, because A through J goes a certain way, and the next set of 10 is just like the last set of 10. I don't know, maybe I got enough time to show you this. A, B, C, D, E, F. G. Okay, as you can see, there's 10. The first 10 letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay? There's 10. So what you gotta do, as you can see, is braided. It's Braille. And I can show you, if you know dominoes at all, there's 6 things, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's a quick one. When there's all 6 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that means that's the word for. F-O-R. All 6. I mean, there's no more. There's not 7. There's not 8. There's just 6 dots. So that is 4. With 1 dot in the position where the A is, 1 dot is A. 2 dots, 1, 2, that's B. 1, 4, that's not the 2, not the 3, but the 4. 1, 4 is C. So to know Braille and ABC, all you gotta do is go 1, 1, 2, 1, 4. There it is, okay? 1, 1, 2, 1, 4. ABC. And then so on. 1, 4, 5 is D. 1, 5 is E. 1, 2, 4 is F. 1, 2, 4, 5 is G. 1, 2, 5, H. 2, 4 is I. 2, 4, 5 is J. So in Braille, this is how I learned it. I didn't go to school to go to this. I just fucking wanted to learn. So Braille, how I know it is 1, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 5, 1, 5, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. Okay, it sounds complicated, but just wait. It's going to get easy. Okay, so that's the first 10. So now the next 10, once you get that in your head and you feel comfortable that you're like bang, boom, backwards, forwards, you know it, now you can go on to the next set of 10, which is K. Now, The only difference with the next set of 10 is you add 3. So K is like A, but it's 1, 3. See, 1, 1, 3. Okay. Then the next one is L. Just like B, but with a 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. M. Just like C, but with a 3. See? 3. So what do you think this D, what do you think the N is going to be? What do you think it's going to be? If it's 1, 4, 5 right now, and all these have 3s added to it, and that's the only difference, what do you think it's going to be? Of course. 1, 3, 4, 5. See? 3. E is just like O, 1, 5, but with a 3. 1, 3, 5. Right? You're getting it, right? 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It's amazingly, stupidly simple, but trust me, they don't want you to know this. Because then they can't get 2 years of your life and whatever amount of money it costs. Q, 3. 3. Yes. Okay. So there's 20. Okay. First 20 letters of the Braille alphabet. I mean, once you figure out the first 10, the second 10 set is just with a 3. And then these last ones are, as you can see, they're not. There's an order, but like I said, I don't specialize in necessarily order, and plus I kind of just, flaked off, I guess. Didn't finish, to find an easier way, but I mean, I don't know. I was encouraged to do this because Chris, who's the person who taught me how to sign language, after about 1.5 years, 2 years, I was completely fluent. I was averaging, 5 words a day. And he, it was like he got to the limit of there wasn't really much else that he could teach me. And I wanted to know all of it, not only I go store, you milk. I wanted to know the whole thing. I am going to go to the store. What would you, full sentences, right? So I wanted to return the favor, right? And he wanted to learn a different language, French, some kind of different language as far as sign language. So I researched it, and I said, no, you don't want to, because it's hard enough to find somebody that's deaf that knows sign language, let alone somebody that's deaf that knows another fucking language, right? So I brainstormed it, because I owed it to him. I mean, communication, that's my thing. And it just so happened that I was working with him, and he really, to this day, I can fucking talk to people without speaking. Anyway, I was remembering how I first was taught by him, and he wanted to teach me cat and dog, all right? So he's like, ack, ack, og, og. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I couldn't understand. He's been deaf all his life. He's never heard the word I love you, never heard a door slam. Deaf all his life, period, right? Og, ack, ack, og, og. I'm like, what are you saying? Ack, ack, og, og, right? And what he was trying to say was cat and dog. All right, and I'm like, so the first word I learned was what? What? What are you saying? What the fuck are, what? That's the first phrase, what the, what? So I was remembering when I first was introduced to it, and that reminded me, I go, well, wait a minute. I go, so say your alphabet, right? This is 1.5 years later. I'm like, say your alphabet. And he's like, I'm like, whoa, time out, man, time out. Say, or, say, I'm even saying it, say A. And he's like, ah. And he was a couple years older than me. He's been going through speech therapy for all his life, I'm assuming. God knows what kind of financial burden he's put, whatever. But he still would say his alphabet, ah, ba, sa, da, it obviously wasn't, there was a problem as far as saying ak, og, ah, ba, sa, da, So I was brainstorming, kind of he was standing in the middle of the room, kind of circling him, going, fuck, I knew it instantly, you can't say go higher, with your a. So I was like, say a. And he's like, oh, and I compulsively just started jabbing him in the guts. Hey. And I'm like, hey. And I kept poking him in that same place. Hey. And I'm like, that's it. So it was like tuning an instrument that, you had to just, you had to go by the vibrations, obviously. But long story short, he went to a friend's house a few months later that he had known all his life, and he goes, hey, you don't have to sign anymore. I can understand. And we just looked at each other like, oh, fuck yeah. We high-fived right there. Bam. So, I'm hiding.
Hiding where?
I'm hiding. You'll never find me.
Hey, so, change of plans today.
Awesome. What is it?
Close the boat up.
Close the boat up?
Yeah.
All right. So I can continue my examination of myself here.
We're going to Cap.